The Hatter Cafe and Country Inn is nestled in the northeast corner of Alabama the Beautiful in the delightful town of Mentone. We're located on top of scenic Lookout Mountain near Little River and DeSoto State Park and located only 5 minutes from shopping and restaurants. There is also a nearby community walking path and golf course. We welcome everyone through the doors and we are committed to outstanding service for all guests. At the Hatter Cafe and Country Inn, we invite people from all walks of life to come and get away from it all, enjoy the open spaces, treetop views, fresh, clean air, and experience Southern hospitality at its finest. We look forward to hosting you. To reserve a special event, or if you would love a special getaway at the Country Inn, you can call us at 256-634-2018.
Donna Feazell. I'm back. I'm one of your hosts of The Edge with Donna and Kathy. There's Kathy right there. Kathy, we have more food. How are we going to eat all this?
Look at this. Tomato basil soup.
I can't wait to get my
And
mouth
look,
on
these
that.
hot homemade biscuits
Have you noticed the little hearts? Look at the Valentines.
with, she said that is strawberry preserves, but they also have blueberry.
I'll tell you what, I love it all. Whatever they got here, I love. But this soup looks to die for, and it smells good. You can smell that basil.
Tomato basil.
And you can smell the tomato and you can smell the basil as well. And I just want to show, they put all these little extra touches. Look, say they put this under it. So if you just want to do date night,
And look at this sandwich. Okay, I've ate half of it, but look at that. It is so good. If you love vegetables, get you a vegetable sandwich like this.
and you know something, Kathy, the dinnerware.
Look at that.
Phil's mother had this exact same
Isn't that
dinnerware.
pretty? So pretty.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Okay, back to eating.
Well, I gotta say this: if you are a girls' day out, or even you're out with your hubby and you're shopping for Christmas, this is a great place to come to. You need to come by, okay? Okay, this is Donna and
Kathy, see you later.
We'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Donna Feazell, and I'm your host of Afternoon Drive Home and The Edge with Donna and Kathy. Thank you so much for being with us every day, Monday through Friday. I just wanted to bring you here to the Hatter Cafe, and I just wanted to let you know there's more to it than just a cafe. Great food. Just had some awesome soup, and you know how I always go for that chicken salad sandwich. So I am here with the owner, one of the owners of the Hatter Cafe. How are you doing today?
Well, I'm doing great, and welcome to the Hatter Cafe and Country Inn. And you're now in the Mentone Dreams suite here on our property. And this room has an interesting story. This is actually one of the reasons why we bought the home, was this beautiful room that was floor to ceiling, the white pine. And
It is beautiful.
when we bought the house, it was residential. And after we opened up, we found out that this room was actually the kitchen 10 years ago when Windward Farms had their restaurant here. So this room has a little bit of history of it being the kitchen 10 years ago.
It does. And I've just got to say this too. Every time I come here, I'm in Pinterest heaven. I'm always seeing something new. I love the chair and the decorations. Who actually decorated this room?
My wife, Pamela.
Of course it was. Well,
She
Pamela's
is
done
the,
an awesome job.
She's the inspiration of all the decor, the Alice in Wonderland theme, and she just enjoyed the story as a child growing up. And when we decided to do a tea house, she went with the Alice in Wonderland theme because there's so many different characters in the story that it just gave her a wonderful ideas to decorate the cafe and the rooms.
Well, I love this little hideaway nook right here. This is just offset of the bedroom. Television, if you want to watch television. You know, you guys want to take away and watch the ball games.
That's
so
right.
You
We
will
have
be
a
able to do
lot of the guys sleep on the couch here. The TV swings out to the bed.
There you go.
This room actually, when this house was residential, this was the walk-in closet.
Okay. Oh, this would make a nice walk-in
It
closet
was a
too.
beautiful walk-in closet, and the couch was in the living room, and it fit in here by about an inch. So I had about 3 guys come and drop it in, and it's probably never coming out.
And there you go.
So,
Nice, cozy, but roomy. Does that make sense? Cozy but roomy. So this is just really nice, and the bathroom the restroom is to die for. You'll love this as well. But your stay will be very, very nice here. Now you also folks can grill if they'd like to. Is that right?
Yes, we have a private each room has its own private entrance, so you don't have to come through the cafe.
Okay.
And you got it.
Oh my goodness!
Enjoy
Take a look.
beverage of your choice with the hot jacuzzi.
Uh-huh.
And our backyard is, we're surrounded by Windy Hill Farms next door, so
Okay.
we're blessed to have them as neighbors, and the scenery is just beautiful.
Swings. Oh, I love the mushrooms. Take a look at the mushrooms.
We got different sitting areas out here in the yard that where people can come out, and one of our goals was to just develop a place where people could come and relax and not be in a hurry, but come out and enjoy how beautiful Mentone is, the fresh air. Mentone has a unique aura about it, and just the smell's different up here. You know, with all the trees and everything's blooming
You
in
can
the
smell
spring.
the pines. You can
Yes.
smell flowers of all kinds.
Yes, you can.
So this is just a great little place. If you are a hard worker, like we are, and my husband and I, we're planning getaways now every 90 days.
How are you? That's wonderful.
And we got to do that.
You time.
You
time
got
to go and relax.
You got to
Yeah.
recharge, and this would be a great place to come and recharge right here. Take a look at that.
Yep.
I just can't stop looking. There you go. Now you also have another wing, and so we'll go through there as well.
Okay.
This I can just open up and pull one in. Yeah, it's all very handy. All very handy. I love this room though. This is really nice. And I wanted to show you all the extra touches. And I mean, it's hard to show you everything because there's so much, but it's just beautiful.
Show them the end tables there. We made those out of the same
I saw that. And then I also, every time I come here, I see something different. The light shade, look at that, twigs. And we have plenty of those. We live on a farm, so we've got plenty of that out in the yard. Just beautiful. Okay. We'll be right back in just a minute. Okay, a quick break. We are back. My name is Donna Fusel, and I'm your host of Afternoon Drive Home at the Edge with Donna and Kathy. Thank you so much for watching every day, Monday through Friday. Wanted to bring you into the Royal Suite. This is absolutely beautiful. I'm in love with this place.
Well, thank you. We also call this the Queen's Room, as you can tell, with all the hearts and the red and the white. And,
I had to say something about it. This is remarkable. The whole room is.
Yeah, that's some of Pamela's extra decor. She loves designing and throwing parties.
Oh, I can see.
That is her gift.
It's just beautiful. There's so much to look at.
Yeah, she enjoyed collecting.
Now, what about this book? That's unique.
Yep. We're in the vintage business for about 5 or 6 years. We used to buy and repurpose and resell furniture. And Pam was in charge of the decor in the smalls, and I was in charge of repainting the furniture. So together we had a great time going to garage sales and estate sales and
you guys are a
yard
great team.
sales, and that's actually how we found Mentone. Is my wife wanted to do the longest yard sale for her birthday one year, so that brought us to Mentone.
Well, we're really glad you were brought to Mentone.
We met a couple at breakfast down in Fort Payne, and they said, "Whatever you do, don't miss Mentone." And we had without that meeting that morning, we never would have found Mentone.
I'm so glad you did. I did. You know, I have this exact chair. It's actually inherited my mother,
Oh, really?
and with the love seat with it as well. And it's just a different fabric on it, but this is awesome. I mean, the very same, exactly same chair otherwise. But this is so beautiful. And those little dresses in there, I was looking at those. What's that all about?
Oh yeah, that's Pam's gift to the young ladies that come to stay with us. They can certainly have dress up. They can be Alice for the day. And they can be a princess, and so with the bed in here, this bed right here is a double trundle. So a lot of people bring their grandkids or their young kids.
Great idea.
So it's a double trundle. So again, we like for everybody to enjoy, relax. And yeah.
And all through the year too, not just at Christmas time shopping.
Oh yeah.
That people come from all over the country here to Mentone because it's so beautiful
It's
and
amazing.
beautiful this time of the year especially.
It's
But even in the summertime, and
Oh, yeah, with
because
all the camps.
golf and all
Yeah.
that stuff, things that are
Yeah.
happening here.
The camps around town, they bring a lot
Oh
of people.
yeah,
And a lot of
Little
families
River.
have generations have gone to the camps around here.
Uh huh.
And we'll meet people while we're traveling, and they're like, yeah, I know Mentone.
Uh huh.
Either I went to one of the summer camps or I know somebody that did.
Everybody does.
So yeah, just along with the royal theme, of course, you had to check out our royal
I
throne.
saw that.
We have the royal throne, and then we also have the knight handing you the toilet
Oh,
paper.
I didn't notice. See, every time I come, there's something different.
Oh, yeah.
That's cute too.
Full service here.
Absolutely.
Full service. And this is one of the pieces that we
I love
would
that.
collect and repaint
Mhm.
when we were doing the vintage market. And, just had a great time doing that. And
Oh.
Pam had always wanted to
That
do
too.
a tea house, and she was collecting for 7-8 years,
Mm-hmm.
and she was storing everything. And it wasn't until we moved to Mentone that she said, "I'm going to do the tea house in
I'm gonna do
Mentone."
it.
And then when we found this building, it went from just doing afternoon tea with the 2 bedrooms. We did full bed and breakfast, and we decided to do breakfast and lunch for the community.
Perfect.
So that's how
Perfect. Now I saw
the ideas
this,
grew.
and I know you guys are really big into helping the community.
Yes.
There as well. So, actually, 10% of commissions revenue collected for this suite right here go to Mentone Educational Resources Foundation. Thank you for that.
Absolutely, and that comes from Peaceful Retreats, and Misty is our property manager,
Mhm.
and all of her dwellings that she manages, all of them give a 10% back to the community. So we just think that's a wonderful,
That's a great thing.
wonderful gift. So
It certainly is.
we were, coming to Mentone on the garage sale.
Mhm.
We immediately fell in love with the community, and we were drawn here. And it was only by the grace of God and His guidance that led us here. And we were just amazed at how everything was opening up to us. And that's why we're here.
Mhm.
We're here. This building and the Hatter Cafe for us is our mission. It's our give back to the community, and we've met so many beautiful people through here, and people we can witness to, and people that we can help. That whether it be an employee or a guest, or the community. So
I wanted to say something about your
all around.
staff. They are also very pleasant.
thank you. Yeah, they're we have an excellent staff here.
They
and,
care.
a
Yeah,
lot
they
of them
really
are-
care.
They do, and a lot of them are family also.
Mhm.
So it's a family-run business.
Okay.
So we just really have been blessed here, and we've been open up a little over 2 years now,
Okay.
and it's continuing to grow. And as it grows, we're going to add a gift shop out front.
Oh, that's a
We've
great
already got that
idea.
in plans, and
You
did
need
you
to
see-
do that.
Do you see the back here? This is the.
Oh, I didn't realize you had another. Okay.
Oh
so
yeah, each room has its own.
each room has its own.
jacuzzi.
Oh, this is nice.
And,
And again, you have the beautiful scenery.
Back-
Little chandeliers everywhere.
back in the corner, we're going to build a gazebo to do possible weddings and parties in the future.
That's a great idea.
Maybe some music. This tree here has an interesting story. I don't know if you can get a good picture because of the sun, but
Mhm.
it's now
Got it.
turning color.
Uh-huh.
It's a fern. It's in the sequoia family, but it's called, the name of it's a red dawn oak, and it's from Northern California, north of San Francisco. And the story is a gentleman brought this from Northern California. He had 2 of them, and it was planted over 100 years ago, because we've had people come on the property and tell me stories about they knew the man that planted this tree, and all the trees on this property. There are a lot of unique ferns. There's a Japanese fern in the back. It does the same as this. It's getting, as you can tell, it's starting to change colors. It'll go orange and red, and then all the leaves will fall off. So it's in the process
A
of
fern
turning.
tree.
Uh-huh.
That would be fitting
Yeah.
right here at the Hatter
I know,
Cafe,
I know.
wouldn't it?
Look at the trunk on that thing. It's amazing. It's in the sequoia family,
Hmm.
and
And it's amazing it lived from California here to Alabama
yes,
because they're weather is so unique as well as ours.
Yeah, being Northern California.
Northern
It
California,
does
yeah.
yeah, it was north of San Francisco. But you can tell on the stump over here, the reason why it's called a red dawn oak is that the legs coming off of the stump, when it rains, it's really a reddish color.
Oh, I see that.
On there. Yeah.
Just a little close up there so everybody can see that.
But it towers over the house. So when you leave, take a little note of how huge this tree is. And then we planted pecan trees, with black walnut trees. That over there is the largest holly tree I've seen. That big one over there. And then in the front, get pictures of the various Christmas style northern Michigan type trees that are out front too.
Well, I can hardly wait to come back here for Christmas. That's going to be another fun event.
Thank you for joining us today.
Well, we appreciate you and everything you guys are doing for the community. A very special thank you.
Well, you're quite welcome.
Absolutely. Folks, we're going to sign off again. We are at the Hatter Cafe. We're located right here in Mentone, Alabama. If you are from anywhere else in the world, you know we also actually have a satellite network in Australia.
Oh, do you?
So folks in
Okay.
Australia are watching for us
Oh,
right now.
wonderful.
So, hey, if you're from Australia and you want to come to Alabama, this would be a great place to open a business as well.
And actually, for our 25th wedding anniversary, we're going to Australia next year.
Right.
Yeah, so
Awesome.
anybody that wants to
See how
connect,
things
we'll,
work
we'll,
out.
We'll meet you in Australia.
Absolutely. So this is Donna Fiesel. I am your host of Afternoon Drive Home and The Edge with Donna and Kathy. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you with our next segment coming up as well. Thank you. Bye-bye.
The Hatter Cafe and Country Inn is nestled in the northeast corner of Alabama the Beautiful in the delightful town of Mentone. We're located on top of scenic Lookout Mountain near Little River and DeSoto State Park and located only 5 minutes from shopping and restaurants. There is also a nearby community walking path and golf course. We welcome everyone through the doors, and we are committed to outstanding service for all. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Donna Fiesel. I'm your host of Afternoon Drive Home on IC Radio. We're your source for news and entertainment. You can also find us on television several different ways. You can go to channel 182 on Charter Communications, as well as Abundant TV, which is found on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. Again, thank you so much for watching. We're going to talk about the top things you can do in Mentone, Alabama, which is real easy to find just off of, say, coming out of Chattanooga and going on to I-59. You'll take that exit that actually tells you how to get there to Mentone, but several things you can do. So if you're traveling all over the country and you want to come and see us, we'd like to see you. First of all, you can go to DeSoto Falls, and let me mention this to you. If you've never, it's a little hidden jewel out there. It's a hidden gem. So its waterfall appears to be not actually in the main area, but still within just about a 15-minute car ride. So get out there and check it out, okay? You can also find this on TripAdvisor.com, TripAdvisor.com, and just type in Mentone, Alabama. Okay, you can also go to the Sally Howard Memorial Baptist Church. Now, this is a very, very old church. And so some of the things about it is, first of all, it takes you just about an hour to get there, depending on which way you take and depending on how many tractors and trucks get ahead of you. But you need to go for the scenery, if not only the scenery, but everything else out there. Beautiful church. It was built back years and years ago. You can see the photos, by the way, on TripAdvisor.com. And you can also, again, it's Sally Howard Memorial Baptist. It's like a block building, not block, but kind of like a rock building. And there's a lot of history out there. You got to go check it out and see for yourself what this is all about. So it's another great thing. Okay, Brow Park. This is another fascinating place right here in Mentone, Alabama. Real easy to find, North Alabama. About 30 minutes, 35 minutes from Chattanooga. The area is just stunning. It's a great place to visit. The view from the park is beautiful, and the area is just absolutely gorgeous. Now, you can go to this park different times throughout the year. You can go in the fall, which is a great time to go. Even in the summer, it's beautiful. Early spring with all the new growth coming up, it's just beautiful there as well. Okay, Cloudmont Ski Resort. Did I say ski resort? Yeah, that's right here in Mentone as well. You can learn how to ski in Alabama. and it's a little area, second most southern ski area in the U.S. Yeah, it's very well visited. And I'm going to have to tell you, in North Alabama, if it snows anywhere, it's always going to be around Mentone, Alabama. Okay, the White Elephant Antiques Gallery. Now, this is one of our listeners actually mentioned this. My husband and I visited the White Elephant Antiques during a recent visit to Mentone, and it is just an awesome place. You will find all kinds of one-of-a-kind things there, and true history stuff. A lot of things came from here, maybe out of an old barn. So you can just about imagine, and people are decorating and using old things like that right now. It's called the barnyard look, but we really do love it. Another place you can visit is Moon Lake Trading Company, and let me mention that for you. It's they have another unique items and also great garden plants, and the items inside were tastefully designed, and they're not junky or anything like that. And by the way, you'll see an old Volkswagen van out there, and it's painted. It looks kind of like the hippie era, and so you'll love what you see out there. Okay, wanted to also mention to you Tony Hendon. He gives some history, and you can find him, Tony Hendon, online. That's Hendon. And he gives some history, talks about who lives along the river and what they have built. And let me mention this to you as well. And this is also in Mentone, Alabama. So we were at a church, and there was a tree that had, it was kind of like weird looking designs. And this tree had been there for way over 100 years, way over, like about 150 years. So I asked someone at the church, I said, this tree's got to have some kind of a history to it. What is this tree about? And it was intentionally bent. So the Indians used to do that, and they would do this for following tribes, or maybe people in their own tribe, and maybe they were kind of ahead in the march. And so what they would do is bend a tree, and that way you would know, they would actually point it to where the water was. So if you've been out on a hike and you're out hunting or fishing or whatever, and you're looking for a fishing hole, so this tree was actually in the direction, it formed in the direction, it took a long time to do it, but it formed in the direction of water. So see, Indians were really, really smart. And so that's just something else they did. Okay, I wanted to mention to you the Mentone Wedding Chapel. Yeah, a lot of folks want to go get married out there. It's now Briarwood and Mentone Wedding Chapel. They got a new owner. They've done a lot of upgrades there as well, and it's beautiful. Just a beautiful piece of history as well. You can check that out again. For more pictures, you can find a lot of this on Facebook. If you go in and just type in the name Mentone Wedding Chapel. Another thing you can absolutely do too is go to any kind of Google site, and you're going to pull up every bit of this. We're world known. I mean, everybody comes to Mentone. Okay, there's another piece of history. Now, we got a lot of history around here. It's called the Gordy Shop. It's a diverse assortment of gourds in such amazing shapes and faces. You just got to look at that. You got to find it. So there are artists. We grow gourds around here. They come from this kind of the squash family, and the seeds almost favor a squash. So a lot of folks will plant those, and they get these gorgeous, gorgeous gourds and make artwork out of it. So you got to go check that out. And you're not spending a whole lot of money for these either. And they'll make birdhouses out of them, and just beautiful, just decorations outside. Yard art is what I like to call it. The Graceful Giraffe. Let's talk about the Graceful Giraffe. The lady working here is super nice is what I'm hearing, okay? And this is a store that has unique items, many of which were made locally. So you're going to find all kinds of just local made art. Mentone is an artsy place. They're known for their art and also known for their music. And so you'll find all kinds of music out here as well. You find country, western, you'll find jazz, you'll find all kinds of awesome music. And a lot of our restaurants and in this area will showcase local artists. So it's good to go like on a weekend. If you're coming in from Chattanooga, you want to come to an awesome place, come to Mentone. You're going to love it. The Groovy Goat. The Groovy Goat. Now that sounds like a place I'd like to go to. Never been to this one, but it's on my to-do list. Tiny shop with sassy souvenirs above street level. They got stickers, magnets, tea towels, tie-dye mugs. And so this lady says, reports here that her teenager was charmed. So, you know what? A lot of art came out of the groovy years, wasn't it? Mentone Arts Center. Always something going on, especially on the weekends there. And you get on the Facebook page and you can find a lot of the things that are going on there as well. So again, another awesome, awesome place to go. Now here's what the travelers are going to say about all this. Had a great hike through the woods, excellent view from the overlook. You got to go take the overlook. Pressed for time, so they couldn't enjoy some of the more challenging hikes, but they said they were going to be back there in that area again. I'll give you some more. Mentone, Alabama. What a beautiful church. They're talking about this great hidden gem, the church I was telling you about just a minute ago. And so this visitor says, I loved seeing the rock. I wish we could have gone inside. We enjoyed walking through the cemetery. I also found the nature trail, and the well was pretty also. Worth the trip. We'll go back for a service on a future visit. And they're talking about the Sally Memorial Garden Baptist Church. You know, we talked about this, one of the first things I mentioned to you. Okay, so many things to talk about in so little time. Small park on the Brow in Mentone. This is called Brow Park. We talked about that a few seconds ago. The Brow was a new word for me. It's the top of a ridge line with a great view into the valley. It's small, it's a well-kept park in Mentone, and they've got a really nice picnic area. Again, this is from folks who have actually visited the area, and they're telling us all about it. Ski-Bama, we talked about the ski lodge. Only snow skiing in Alabama. Mother Nature decides if or when it will open, but when it is, it's great fun. Here's someone who gave a review too about the White Elephant Antiques. I always love to hear reviews of folks, which is super, super awesome. It's backed in a location behind the old restaurant. And there was a fire that really destroyed part of the White Elephant in the Mentone Springs Inn. But she has memories of going back. Wasn't expecting much, but then she gets there and it's all from the new location. And so I wasn't expecting it all from the new location. First of all, it's so much smaller. But the only negative thing that I can say is that it was small. And so they're located on the road behind the Mentone Springs Hotel. The day that we were there, a previous manager of the hotel was there. Said they had a great talk. That's another thing. You need to talk from folks who are from the area. You'll be very amazed at that. I loved shopping there. And the prices and selection were really great. Once again, I made a connection in Mentone and had beautiful pieces of memory attached to it, to the visit. Okay, I've got just under 2 minutes, so let's go ahead and mention a few of these. Really nice place, and this is the Moon Lake Trading Company that we talked about earlier as well. They had unique items and a great garden plants. The items inside were tastefully designed, and it was not junky. So let's move on to review of Tony Hendon. You got to check him out. Find him on Facebook and just Google it. Tony Hendon, and that's H-E-N-D-O-N. Got to get him right here on the show. Okay, it says, we took a boat trip today and loved it. It's actually Tony's dad who owns the boat and runs the tour. What a wonderful gentleman. Highly recommended. Relaxing trip up and back in the river from the dam. He gives some history and talks about who lives there along the river and what they have built. So you got to go check that out. Lots of things to do with the family. Here's someone went to the Gordy shop, and they said, I always pay a visit to the Gordy shop. And it's a great shop. Everything there is right up my alley, and I love to see what new items have arrived since my last visit. So always something new, always something great. Cute Shop is a review of the Graceful Giraffe. The lady worked there was super nice. The store had unique items, many of which were made locally. And my favorite shop was downtown. Okay, and then I'm going to do one more, and this is about the Groovy Goat. The Groovy Goat. Tiny shop with sassy souvenirs above street level, stickers, magnets, tea towels, tie-dye mugs. My team was charmed by the name of the offerings. And I know I said one more, but this really is one more, and it's the Mentone Arts Center. There's always something going on, especially on the weekends. If you get on their Facebook page, you can get updates as to the events. Thank you so much for watching Afternoon Drive Home, and we do appreciate you being with us. The Hatter Cafe and Country Inn is nestled in the northeast corner of Alabama the Beautiful in the delightful town of Mentone. We're located on top of scenic Lookout Mountain near Little River and DeSoto State Park and located only 5 minutes from shopping and restaurants. There is also a nearby community walking path and golf course. We welcome everyone through the doors, and we are committed to outstanding service for